the Flesh and Blood World Championships, where the best of the best from across the globe slug it out over 2 days in 2 formats, culminating in a fireworks finals that determines the world's greatest Flesh and Blood player. Or, if you're me, you jam side events, check out a new city, root for your friends that are competing in the main event, and, with any luck, have some fun memories to share after all is said and done. Worlds last year was just a few months after I had started playing the game, so I was nowhere near ready to travel for a Tier 4 event. But an entire year has passed, Flesh and Blood is now my favorite thing ever, and I've somehow found myself with a YouTube channel that folks like watching, so there was no way I was gonna miss this one. This is, to date, my biggest project yet. I'm staring at a media folder of 126 clips. But make no mistake, I'm genuinely excited for what I've got here. So please do consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more of me out in the wild. This video is available first to YouTube members, so if you want some early access as well as some whole-ass bonus videos, a YouTube membership is the best way right now to support our ambitious endeavors. Thank you so much to everyone that's been sticking with us so far, and without any further delays, let's go catch that flight to Philly. Alright y'all, it's Thursday night. I am flying out to Philadelphia in 15 minutes. Have not packed it all, but we have a little tripod, some little microphones, and with any luck, we're gonna have a cool little video to show you in a couple of days, so transition! Alright, for the first time maybe ever in my life, I am early to get through pre-check. Naturally, both of my bags were stopped and checked because they have trading cards in them. That's just how it goes. And now I need to find my gate. And my homies Sean and Yasu, I think, are taking the same flight. So let's go find them and get some shitty airport food and get to Philly. According to our little digital screen, we are at gate C16, and I'm at B10 right now. And I guess it's like a 10-minute walk, which is fine. We'll get there. But the McDonald's is behind me. So I really hope there's more food the other way. You would think after all the times I've been to O'Hare, I would know how it's laid out. But no, it is still as labyrinthine as ever. But I do see ahead of me, that's a goddamn Brontosaurus wearing a Blackhawks jersey. We're on the right path. Oh, this is the best part. We get the little zippy walkway things. Look how cool this looks. Just imagine if I was on drugs. We have found friends and good people, and we are catching up on the keynote because it's currently happening. We're not there yet, though. Dang, that looks very crowded. Incredible. Flight's in an hour-ish.
40 to like 20 minutes.
Hopefully we don't have the Screaming Child on our friggin' thing. Did we see the new set yet?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Compendiums of Wraith. It's an expansion set.
Ooh! Very good. We've arrived in Philly. The good news is we feel right at home because it's cold as fuck here too.
My jacket's open.
We got in around 11 p.m., so basically just enough time to get to the Airbnb, which was lovely. Grab some food and get to bed. 1:30 in the morning, day before day one of Philly. What else would we be doing but jamming LL? Johnny, what are you about to do to me? Stop there.
He's stopping, don't worry.
No. Kill me.
Plus 8, plus 9. 19.
I can block. Yeah, just kidding. We stayed up playing Living Legend. And so begins the trend of me being wholly sleep deprived for the entire weekend. Surely, this will not come back to bite me in any way whatsoever. We got up a little bit after 8 a.m., took a screenshot of our alarm, and ran out the door. Shout out to Philadelphia for, much like Chicago, having actual reasonable public transportation. Our Airbnb was right next to the train, so we were just about 20 minutes from the convention center. Fucking boys! We get to the hall with some time to spare before the 10 a.m. Living Legend double tickets event, so I head to the min-max booth for, to get some money. I was balling on a budget this weekend. All right, y'all, here's the plan. Sean and Justin went to get food. I'm still stuffed off some 2 a.m. tacos, so I am gonna head to the venue, and here's the plan. I see MinMax is doing some pretty generous buy listing if we can get a big enough buy list for them. I've got a binder full of good stuff, and also I'm broke this weekend, so the plan is go to MinMax, hope they buy some of my expensive shiny cardboard, and use all of that money to enter events this weekend. Kind of like the free floating guy did. Yeah. All right, hard part's over. I found the venue, which is huge, actually massive. Now, we need to find the MinMax booth. Might be more tricky. I'm not great at following directions, and it's early, but I see a playmat tube, so I've got to be headed the right direction. Why is this the tallest escalator of my life? Still going. Stairway to heaven. Ah! All right, so here's the deal, MinMax. I'm broke, and y'all have such generous buy lists, as I've heard. Are you still doing some sort of like, if we hit a threshold, there are certain cards, not Balance of Justice, obviously, because it's been confirmed reprint, but are you still doing some things at 100%? 100%. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start from the back.
What shirt size?
Medium. Oh yeah, we're doing the thing. But you don't have any actual Dusk Blades.
No, of course not.
Of course not.
Well, we do.
What else do I play in LL?
It's not for sale.
Beautiful. You literally are. Can't play them. Couldn't if I wanted to. So to help reach that, I know Crown was on that list.
Yes.
This is an exciting page, and whatever else you want to go through in the binder to hit that sweet number, and then hopefully I'll play some events.
Let's do it.
I go to sign up for the event, and that's when I make 2 horrific realizations. Firstly, I seem to have lost my playmat at the airport. It's the destructive Aethertide playmat from the Chicago Calling last year, and I'm sad about it, man. I put in a report with the airport, but I'm not expecting much. The second, and even more pressing issue, is that I don't have a goddamn Dusk Blade. And thanks to a certain vendor, just getting a Dusk Blade isn't as easy as you would think. But that's a video for another time. Peter. That's alright, I had a little bit more store credit from another vendor, so I decided, hey, I'll just open the damn Dusk Blade. None of these vendors have a Dusk Blade. Living Legend fires in about half an hour, so what's the most reasonable thing to do? Crack a frickin' box of Everfest and get my own damn Dusk Blade. I sit down with Johnny and we get to work on cracking a fresh box of Everfest. Astute viewers at home may realize that Dusk Blade isn't in Everfest. I did, however, pull a Swing Big and a Rainbow Foil Aether Wildfire. Not bad. I then immediately forgot the entire box with all the cards inside on a random table and never saw it again. We're off to a great start. Eventually, by some good fortune, I have a vendor who does have a Dusk Blade to sell me, and now we're ready to jam some Living Legend. Peter did his best to keep me from finding a Dusk Blade. You think little MinMax Peter was gonna stop me from activating Dusk Blade? I gotta play Briar. Peter, you're buying singles, right? Are you interested in this at all? Too bad! It's mine!
For now.
They're gonna find. I'm out of here! All right, so we are doing an event right now. We're doing the Living Legends Super Armory. I almost didn't get to do it because I couldn't find a Dusk Blade. Thanks, Peter. But I found one. And no, Peter, I won't tell you where I found it because I'm not a snitch. But I have a Dusk Blade. We're 1-0, we just beat a Zen. We're gonna grind some more LL games, and then who knows where the day takes us. Whew. Yo, LL is a funny format. Third of 4 rounds done for the Super Armory, and I just got nuked by a Zen who threatened 42 damage on the final turn of the game. I'll post a picture of the game state right now. But yeah, it was double Art of War into Stubbies, into Orion of Mystic Tenants, and my life total depleted immediately. So 1 more round, I'm hoping not to fall asleep at the table, and then after that I think it is food time. And then we're going to go kick it before 8 p.m. Silver Age, which DM Armada has been organizing. So we're going to go to some random hotel lobby and jam some Silver Age. For now, I'm going to go finish this Super Armory, and we'll see what the 4th round of LL holds for us. Stay tuned for cheesesteaks. I kept checking on the main event in between rounds, secretly wishing I was competing in it myself, but having a blast nonetheless. We finish up LL, get a photo by the Prism statue, and now we get to a really exciting moment in this channel's history. In my last 2 tournament vlogs, is this a vlog? Am I vlogging? Is that cringe? I mention enjoying some local cuisine, but never managing to get any footage of the food because I am a ravenous beast with absolutely no sense of self-control. Well, you know what? Starting now, we're making an effort to do better. I'd been hyping up Philly cheesesteak all day leading up to lunch, and I am proud to say I have actual video evidence of the timeless delicacy. Locals highly recommend it Shays as one of the best in the city, and I have to imagine they're right, because this sandwich was good as fuck. I went with the classic, and I think I saw God. This isn't the last clip from Shays in this video, but if you're ever in the downtown Philly area, do yourself a favor and check this place out. The cheesesteak was so good, in fact, that while everyone else stayed at the venue to jam events, I went home and fell asleep for about 3 hours. Absolutely gaming. Okay, so update from this afternoon. We finished LL, and then we went and got some Philly cheesesteaks, and then I fell asleep for a bit. So now I have to rush back downtown, because we're going to go play some Silver Age that DM Armada figured out. So I was just finishing my Silver Age deck. We're doing Viscerai. Got the sweet cold foil here, and then picked up some goodies today. These fancy marble sigil of the Arknights. So we're going to go jam some Sage and see how it goes now that I'm awake. We'll be back. Still, I had plenty of time to get ready and head downtown for the unofficial Silver Age night that was coordinated by DM Armada. We got all our Viscerai goodies together and headed to the train. All right, so currently we are walking to some hotel. I forget which hotel it is, but DM Armada has found a space where we can go play some Silver Age. It is starting to rain, which is awesome. I certainly didn't bring an umbrella, but we're gonna go jam some Sage. See how many people show up. If socials are anything to go by, we could be looking at like more than 50 people, which is larger than your average living legend battle hardened. Take note, LSS, people are excited. I may have already had my favorite moment of the whole weekend, and it's just day one. So people were really nice coming up to say hi to me today, and one particular person came up and asked like, oh, are you the smashing guy? Like, yes, I am. And they said, your videos actually got me into the game. I was a One Piece player, and I started watching your videos, and they said that after watching them, they sold their One Piece cards, bought into Flesh and Blood, and Worlds here is their first big event, so they're doing sides. They said they're having a great time, and they're loving it. And damn, dude, that almost made me cry. I was like, what? People are actually impacted by this stupid nerdy shit that I'm making. It was awesome. So thank you to anybody who's coming to say hi to me. That stuff makes me feel really good, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something worth doing. So that's awesome. And thank you to the One Piece player. Welcome to the good game. You may notice a trend developing as this video goes on, and that is the fact that I was an absolute freaking airhead this entire weekend. Most weekends, I suppose. Losing playmats, booster boxes, more buffoonery to come, but at this point in the video, I found myself confidently walking up to a random hotel lobby expecting to be greeted by droves of excited Silver Age gamers. What I discover instead is that somehow, despite DM Armada literally posting the location of the hotel, I wound up in the wrong place. And like, not even close. One Uber across town, and now it's time for Silver Age. This was absolutely one of the coolest parts of the entire weekend. There were no official Silver Age side events this weekend as the format hasn't officially released, but that didn't stop the community from coming out in full force to jam. I want to say we hit 30 players, which for a random hotel lobby at 8 p.m. on a Friday night, I'd say that's pretty damn good. And the people that were there were so unbelievably nice. My second round opponent, Anna, makes these adorable custom tokens, and she gave me one of the Runechant tokens that she makes. They're so cute, and I asked, and yes, these are her actual cats, so make sure to check out Fabcrafts because these are so damn cute. And then, my round 3 opponent, a wonderful individual named Vinny, asks me if I enjoy playing Viscerai. And I'm like, did I mention I love rune blades? And when I tell him as much, he just completely unprovoked offers to trade me his cold foil Nebula Blade for my non-foil, completely on a whim. I don't know what I did to get so lucky, but every single day I sit down to play this game, I'm reminded why I'm in the right place. I think Scott Mines said it best in a post, play the game, see the world, celebrate the people. We got home from Sage Nights, and here you will see another trend forming. Johnny and I staying up way past our bedtimes. So Johnny, you're actually playing LL tomorrow? Yeah. You're actually playing The Calling?
I am, sadly.
And what's the current decision point here?
Well, I've already made the bad decision to go off 30 blues and go to 27 blues.
Greedy. You were just telling me to go up on blues.
I know, but I added more zero costs.
Okay.
The other situation is I wanted Johnny up and add stupid cards.
We love stupid cards.
So I took out good cards like Sleep Dart and Fatigue Shot as like arrows that don't say harpoon on them.
And what are the stupid cards?
I'm adding Merkmeyer grapnel.
Cooking at midnight in the testing house. Not to be outdone, I had a little bit of additional decompression time with a cozy blanket and some YouTube brain rot, speaking of, like this video. And eventually I made it to bed and got a solid few hours of sleep before 9 a.m. CC in the morning. I got up, screenshotted my alarm again, and somehow made it back downtown. After a quick power nap on the world's longest escalator, I got ready to jam some CC on my poor, increasingly worse positioned boy Fang. Seriously, where did all the gravy bones go? I'm here to farm y'all. If I get scoured one more time, I swear to God, I'm gonna lose my Morning party, people. We're back for day 2. I'm just here doing some sides. We started the double ticket CC. 0-1, died to a Syndra. These things happen when you play Fang. At least one Chicago person is day 2 of Worlds, which is sick. Shout out Arjun, you're like the best player in the damn city. As expected, very sleep deprived, but here for a good time. For lunch on Saturday, we went to Reading Terminal Market, which was one of the coolest food halls I have ever seen. Every place felt unique, so many family-owned spots, and way more variety than I could have imagined. There was a cheesesteak spot inside, Uncle Gus's, but I am not kidding when I tell you there was a line at least 100 people long waiting to order from this place. I have to imagine that means it's good, but I did not have the time nor patience to wait in that line. So I delved deeper into this sprawling labyrinth of all things tasty and eventually landed on... Alright, so that food hall was very cool, but incredibly crowded and quite overwhelming. So I got me some bao buns and wonton chips, which sounded delicious. But we're going to run back to the hall to eat that because there was truly nowhere to stand, nor sit, nor eat. The bao buns and wonton chips were indeed fire, and check me out, 2 for 2 on getting footage of the food. I'm so incredibly locked in. There were some afternoon side events that I wasn't super interested in, so instead I did what I do best. Head back to the Airbnb for a power nap. All right, it's Saturday night. There is a 5 p.m. CC event, but I overslept because I took a nap, and it was awesome, and I really needed it. There's a 6 p.m. promo Florian Sealed the Tales of Aria is the last event tonight, which I'm not particularly trying to do. Tomorrow is Team Full Box Sealed with Johnny and Justin. Hopefully I get enough tickets for, I don't know, Warren Peace Token, maybe one of the playmats. We'll see. It's been an awesome weekend so far, despite the fact that I am a sleepy little boy. I feel like I'm the only one at the Airbnb so often because everyone else stays out the whole day and, like, you know, fills their entire day with activities because they're productive individuals. But me, I need to come back to the room, like, you know, once a day for a few hours of decompression and relaxation. So now we're making a nice little pot of coffee, and I'm just gonna try to wake back up and enjoy the rest of the evening, if we're doing anything at all. We could also do nothing. I'd also be happy to just sit in this room with the homies and jam some games, because good people. Hot. I decided that I did in fact want to do the Florian promo event, but I made that decision a little bit too late, took my sweet time like I always do, and ran into the hall around 6:03 p.m. Too late to sign up, but I don't blame the TOs, I wouldn't have waited for me either. But this may have been a blessing in disguise because, in addition to not spending $80 on Diner Florian, I now have the ability to present you, the listener, with pure, unfiltered Tales of Aria sealed ASMR at a scale unlike anything before it. Headphone users, enjoy. Any big hits, dog? No. Let the record reflect Sean opened Rampart of the Ram's Head mere moments after that clip was taken. You're welcome for the good luck. So I didn't end up playing any more side events that night, and I was bummed at first, but quickly forgot about all of that as I experienced the most wild train ride home. As the train's going, I look up to see that I had somehow just missed my stop. I didn't think I was zoning out or anything, but oh well, I'll just get off at the next stop. Except the train doesn't stop at the next stop. Confusion starts growing among the passengers as we realize that this train isn't stopping. And then it kind of like speeds up, and I'm sure everything was going according to protocol and the train simply had to like emergency bypass the stations or something. But at that moment in time, we were all convinced that we were on a freaking runaway train. I'm clearly from the Final Destination generation. Eventually, the train stops at the end of the line and starts going backwards? At this point, I'm pretty sure we all thought we were gonna die. But finally, the train lets us off at the second to last stop, and I, along with my newfound group of bewildered commuters, make our way back home. Finally. Huge shout out to Sean who went 6-2 at the Living Legend calling for the sweet day 2. We went over some sideboard theory for the chain matchup and then got to bed nice and early. Just kidding, we stayed up watching day 1 coverage, which if you haven't watched the coverage yet, what are you doing? My god, the production level is off the charts. Absolute goals is to one day be a part of one of those ridiculous productions. But like, actually, where do I apply? Sunday afternoon was the most fun side event in my opinion, and that is Team Full Box Sealed. Johnny, Justin, and I sat down with a box of Super Slam, cracked 8 packs apiece, and got to work. Well, first we offered to trade boxes with the team that sat across from us during deck building. A die roll decided our fate, and we ended up keeping our box. Unfortunately, neither had the authority of Ataya. So Team Sealed was a blast, the games were great. I got smoked by Ellie Bird round 3, and I got to meet this guy that I'm pretty sure does like temp work for LSS or something. I don't know, he seemed like a really knowledgeable dude. They should give him a promotion. All right, y'all. It is World Sunday, wrapping up. Some of the folks are still doing the Prism event. I just finished up Team Sealed with Johnny and Justin. What an awesome weekend. Really grateful for just every single part of this whole community and this whole game and all of it, man. It's just all so awesome. I got to meet a lot of cool people. Got to have some pretty exciting prospective conversations. I just love everything about this. So not much else to do for me. Fly out tomorrow morning. And I think my last real important order of business, it's gotta be just getting another cheesesteak. So we're heading back to Shays to get another Sando. As hinted to earlier, I couldn't leave Philly without getting another cheesesteak, and Shays blew my freaking mind so much the first time that I just ran it back. I went with the New York strip this time and was not disappointed. I'm just a food vlog now. How did we get here? I want to take a second to just thank every single person that came up to me throughout the weekend. I can't believe what I'm about to say, but I genuinely lost count of the number of people that came up to say hi, to say they enjoy the channel. Hell, 2 people asked me to sign their playmats, which if you're watching this, I am so sorry for how juvenile my signature looks. I never expected anybody to want my bum-ass autograph, but here we are. Seriously, the support you folks are giving me both on this channel and in person is more than anything I could have imagined, and I can't thank you enough for all the kind words. Feel free to come by and say hi whenever y'all see me at an event. I may be awkward as hell, but I always appreciate it. Got back to the Airbnb, maybe I took another little snooze, and then it was time for the age-old ritual on an event Sunday. Everyone coming together to crack all the packs they threw their extra prize tickets at. Johnny had some Spanish history pack, Jason threw in a little bit of high seas, Justin continued to open absolutely insane because this man has the most ridiculous pack luck in the world, and Sean was cracking Japanese Rosetta. Johnny had some good rips. No, I mean Johnny had some good rips. Justin, being the good friend he is, saw that I was making mistakes and losing shit all weekend, and he wanted to make sure I wasn't alone in my struggle. So as we were packing up our suitcases for the morning flight, Justin discovered some unspent prize tickets that he forgot about in some random pocket. How many prize tickets do you think he found? 50? 100? Oh dear friends, try 850 prize tickets. Don't ask me how you just lose track of that many prize tickets, but let's just say Justin was less than thrilled. Brutal beats. Pretty funny story though. Sorry, Justin. After that, it was really just winding down, eating my body weight in Trader Joe's chocolate-coated chocolate chip cookie dunkers, dip them in your coffee, and oh my god.
Stop playing. I mean, if they give me one right now, tear it up live.
A few more games of late night Sage, and that was the end of the final night. Woke up in the morning, screenshotted my alarm one more time, and then headed back to Chicago, where I promptly headed to Monday Night Armory because the grind never stops, motherfucker. And that was Worlds 2025. Thank you for sticking around for the whole video. It was a doozy, but I had a blast getting all the footage, hanging out with everyone, and now I've got something so me and the team can remember it forever. Can we go again already? Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video if you want to see more tournament vlogs, consider joining the YouTube membership for bonus content, leave a comment so we know what to improve upon in the future, and as always, have a great day.